first day, first show. I'm on my way to Vashi Municipal Corporation. I have not taken the Ceiling Road. I have not taken the Palm Grove Road. I have taken another shortcut through Nerul, Sanpada and Nerul, and I have reached near the Municipal Corporation. You can see that in the distance. And now I'll be moving on towards Panvel. This is the first day, and my target is to reach hopefully by evening and halt there for the night. So instead of taking the Palm Beach road, I've taken another road which reduces the distance and also provides me less traffic. I've just got into traffic now. Others for most part of the day after sunrise, I was in small areas where the traffic was less and there was less pollution. Now onwards it will have to be the highway all the way, because I'll keep trying shortcuts and then reduce the pollution and the distances also. I'm diverting to the left now. Instead of going to run JLPT, I'm taking the shorter route to Panvel. That's the municipal corporation of Navi Mumbai, a new building, and that's NRIC, not Seagull, I forgot the name, but that's NRI housing area, and that's Navi Mumbai. Crossing the creek again, moving towards Uran, and then cutting back towards Panvel. The first day, first show, moving towards Panvel and then towards Popoli, and then going on towards Tirupati. I'm moving towards Reti Bandar, sand dock, and then I will be moving towards Panvel and towards Popoli. I'm actually bypassing a lot of Panvel. Ship repairing and shipbuilding barges actually. Along the border of the Navi Mumbai International Airport, a new airport which is coming up. This is near Panvel and Navi Mumbai, far away from Mumbai, but it's going to be a big airport with a huge runway. So this is the only convenient location for this airport which connects Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. So this is work in progress. The Navi Mumbai International Airport model, a huge airport. I walked all this, and there's a 4-lane road coming up along the periphery of the airport. That's the road in the making. This is a estuary which ends into the Arabian Sea. So I'm walking along this, and beyond that is Panvel. So I'm on the other side of Panvel. The new road being constructed, and as you can see, the airport border, it's massive. That's work in progress. This is the first day of my walk to Tirupati from Mumbai, my 5th prayer walk. I've started at 4 in the morning, and now I'm reaching Panvel. In another half an hour I should be in Panvel. work in progress along the Navi Mumbai International Airport. This is the border of the airport. I'm walking up the border. A 4-lane road is being constructed along the periphery of the airport. I'm walking towards Tirupati. I'm on the Ural Panvel highway going towards Kopoli. I'll be touching the Goa junction. The Panvel Goa junction is ahead. I'm going towards Pune. Earlier I had been via the Goa route and I climbed the Western Ghats, once from Bhor and once from Chipron. So 2 times I did via that route and 2 times I did via Pune. This time, the 5th time, I'm again doing via Pune. Dam, and we were in college. We used to cycle out here once in a while. Even there are some mountains which I still feel like trekking. Lovely old bridge. Om Namah Shivaya. This is a replica of Badrinath, this temple, but with the statue of Lord Shiva. I've been to this temple just once, long time, when it was first done. This is on the Mumbai-Pune highway. The old Mumbai-Pune highway. This is day 1 of the prayer walk, and I'm enjoying it. Day 2 of the Padayatra to Tirupati from Mumbai. The traffic jam on Khandala Ghat. I am jam free. That's hopefully down there and come up from there. Day 2 of the Yatra, Padayatra. Mountain Mama, take me home. I came up from down there, that's Kopoli town, and you can see the traffic coming up out here. This is the second day of my walk to Tirupati. Started yesterday from Mumbai. Today I'll be halting at Pune, the outskirts of Pune on the other side, and then I'll proceed towards Baramati and continue towards Karnataka and then towards Andhra. I'll be climbing up right there, right now. My second day's walk to Tirupati. Atikya Kandala. Almost at Kandala. I walked up all this way from the lights down below. That's Kopoli. You can see the traffic down below moving up towards Kandala. Day 2 of the Padayatra to Tirupati and enjoying it. Climbing up the Kamshet hill on the old Mumbai-Pune highway. I know this highway by heart because I've biked on it several times, and this is my third time I'm walking on this route to Tirupati. We have the train running parallel to the road. I'm enjoying this, and I hope so will you. How green was my valley. This cluster of trees and the small river there is one of my favorite rivers, River Indrayani. So I'm walking along the banks of Indrayani. Someday I should at least walk along the banks of this river, because it's not a very big, not a very long river. It starts from Igatpuri actually, and then goes ahead here. So this is one river which maybe in future I will be able to walk along. The river Indrayani opens out here. I've even crossed this river on the bike over a small bridge. It's a beautiful river. I'm on my 5th prayer walking yatra to Tirupati, walking from Mumbai. This is the second day of the walk. I'm moving towards Pune. Talaigaon Oriental Hotel. This hotel, like every other hotel of Oriental, has been designed on the basis of Vastu Shastra. So I have contributed to the Vastu of this hotel too. The design and even this entrance is based on Vastu. So I've reached here now on the second day of my walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. I'm at Talaigaon right now. Traffic jam, sheep jam. The Ganesh temple, the Ganesh Murti at Somarthane. This is a diversion to go to Pimpri Churchward on one side, and the other one towards I forgot the name of that part of Pune, towards Auden and all that area. So I've reached the outskirts of Pune, and I'm at the bifurcation. One way goes to Chinchwad, the other goes towards Aund. I'm taking the Aund route because I have to go to Hadapsar, and there's a shorter route through the city of Pune. Walking in Pune, Hadapsar, moving on towards Hadapsar. I know this route well because I always bike to Hyderabad from Mumbai, and it has to be via Hadapsar. This part of Pune, I mean from the Mumbai side of Pune to the Hadapsar side of Pune. I know this route quite well, so I don't need to depend on Google for this. But of course Google shows shortcut, but I can't use them because my phone battery goes down by then by evening, so I don't do that, and I try to save my battery. So I'm at last at Hadapsar. Baramati, just 50 kilometers, not far. Jejuri temple. Shivaji Maharaj used to go here frequently to offer prayers. Morgaon is 14 kilometers away. I've crossed Jejuri. I'm on my way to Baramati. Day 3 of the walk, the prayer walk. I'm in cleaner surroundings. At least the air pollution is less, and the pollution on the ground is also less. So rural India is much more cleaner than urban India and semi-urban India. We need to get act fast and clean up the whole nation even faster than the pace we are doing it. This is India. You'll always find somebody on a prayer walk, either alone or in a group. There's no other country with so much devotion. You'll never find that anywhere else. This is day 3 of my trip, my prayer walking trip to Tirupati from Mumbai. Today I'm in the form of Jejuri Express. Jejuri is the holy town, a temple which was frequented by Shivaji Maharaj. Unfortunately, till now I have never been able to go into the temple, though I have been on that route, on this route, on the Jejuri route many times on my bike, and this is my 3rd time I'm walking below Jejuri, but I have not been able to go up to the temple and have darshan. Maybe I'll have to take my bullet and do a trip just for Jejuri. So today, day 3, I'm walking towards Baramati. Night halt will be at Baramati in the Agriculture College. Walking is done by my friend. As agriculture graduates and postgraduates, we prefer to stay in agriculture campuses wherever possible. Birds of the same feather flock together. Day 1, Day 4, walking towards Pandharpur from Baramati. Somebody's out there warming himself and beside a bonfire, and I'm walking through tiny hamlets, blessing the people, praying for them, praying for the trees, blessing the trees, walking through places which I've never been through before, enjoying it just like anyone else. The dawn song, the 4th day of my prayer walk, the 5th prayer walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. You can see the fog all around the river, the stream. I am all alone with God alone. On my way to Pandharpur. By tonight I will be at Pandharpur. Dawn upon our darkness, people working hard early in the morning, milking their cows, taking care of their livestock, and ensuring that we get hot milk with our early morning tea. While we are sleeping, they are working. That's the farmers of India for you. When the British left India, they were sure that we would come back to them with begging bowls, asking for food and shelter. Our Indian farmers and our Indian agricultural scientists rose to the occasion and produced such bumper crops and such beautiful hybrids that from a food shortage nation we became a food surplus nation. And now even the ex-president of US, when he was a president, says that the Indians are eating better food and so they are not supplying food to the US citizens. That's how much our country has improved thanks to the farmers of India. Their hard work should be appreciated. As a postgraduate in agriculture, my heart beats for the farmers of India. Dawn chant. Night has flown, dawn has come. Wake, my children, wake. The 4th day of my prayer walking trip from Mumbai to Tirupati. Today I am walking towards Pandharpur, so the night halt will be at Pandharpur, Baramati to Pandharpur. This is my second walking trip via Pandharpur, and I'm going to spend an extra day at Pandharpur for Christmas Eve night, meditating and praying for world peace and prosperity. Walking through a tiny hamlet, Dahi Gaon, the village of Dahi yogurt. Fancy names. Today I'm mostly through rural areas in the morning, places which I have never visited before. India is truly a vast subcontinent. It's so huge, massive, 7th largest country in the world. And you can see the prosperity shining through. We are definitely going to be the most prosperous nation in the world, not only materially, spiritually too. Maza Mama's Rangeen Gadi. We have everything in this country, right from a bullock cart to a JCB. The farmers are no longer poor. You can see the car hiding out there. This is just a small tiny hamlet in India, and the prosperity is very obvious. So beware of this country, for it can lead you towards a better life, towards a more harmonious world, where every other world is heading towards war. We are walking towards peace. Peace forever. Again, harvesting in progress. They're also enjoying getting a video done. Sugarcane harvesting. This is the leftovers of the sugarcane after they are harvested. This will be used as fertilizer. So all the berries, all the fiber. That's an empty tractor. Either they carry sugarcane or another area where sugarcane harvesting is in progress. This is day 4 of the trip. Walking through banana land, you can see how the bananas are bunching down, bending down out of the weight of the bananas. Always notice one thing, that the end of the bunch is cut off. The male flowers which are at the end are always cut off. So you can see a cut at the bottom of the bunch, and because of the reverse flow of nutrition from the male flowers which are no longer there to the fruits, the fruits start becoming bigger and more healthier and more nutritious. So this is one practice which is done to increase the size and the length of the bananas. Very important cultural practice which you only know through experience. This is not taught in colleges. This is taught in the farms by the farmers. It's a traditional practice which we all do. Of course, it's taught in the agriculture colleges also, and then transferred to the farmers. But I'm just joking. They are so intelligent. They pick up what is really good very fast. I'm on my trip to Pandharpur. Today I'm walking from Baramati to Pandharpur, and you can see it's not one bunch or one tree which is bearing copious fruits. All of them are bearing, they are fully loaded with bananas, so much so that I am going bananas just looking at them. Fourth day of the trip, walking towards Pandharpur from Baramati. Massive trucks. Someday I would love to drive something like this. It needs a lot of skill. That's really massive. Day 5 of my Padayatra to Tirupati from Mumbai. I'm at Chandrabhaga River, Pandharpur. This is one of the most holy rivers in India, and I'm fortunate to be walking here. This is my second walking trip through Pandharpur to Tirupati, and this time I've decided to stay for a day extra, today being Christmas. Merry Christmas everyone. And I'll be meditating here for long. I started meditating early in the morning from 3:30 onwards, and now after breakfast at my friend's place I'm going to meditate out here for quite some time. That's ISKCON out there on the other side. Govinda, Govinda. On the banks of Chandrabhaga River, Pandharpur. You see the number of devotees climbing for the temple darshan. चंद्रभागा boating on the Chandrabhaga river on the banks of Pandharpur. This is our boat. Moving parallel Pandharpur in the distance. Moving towards Gopalpur. It's not Gopalpur on sea, but Gopalpur on Chandrabhaga. A small place called Chandrabhaga. A small place called Gopalpur on Chandrabhaga. Enjoying the port. Narad Muni temple in the middle of the Vishnupad Mandir. Lord Vishnu's padukas are out here. That small temple in the middle of the water is Narad Muni's temple. Out there in the background you can see Pandharpur, and we are at Gopalpur on the banks of Chandrabhaga. I have always wanted to walk along the banks of Chandrabhaga, so here I am, at least doing a half parikrama of Chandrabhaga, prayer walking on the banks of Chandrabhaga. So I'll be crossing over to the other side and then meditating that side and walking on till I reach the bridge on the other side beyond ISKCON, and then I'll go back to Pandharpur. You can see devotees thronging towards Vishnupad. This is the beauty of India. Everyone is devoted to God just for the sake of God. No hidden motives, no reason except love. I have done a semi-parikrama till Vishnupad and or Gopalpur. I have come by boat from Pandharpur, and then now I am walking from here. I'll be crossing the river on this bridge over the small dam, and then I'll walk across to the opposite bank, and then walk back to Pandharpur. Prayer walking, meditating in between while walking, and sitting under a tree and meditating too. So I'll just take my own sweet time to go back to Pandharpur. No hurry. Today is just a day of relaxation and meditation. Krishna, Krishna. Someday I plan to walk along the banks of the entire river of Krishna, the parikrama of Krishna. So this is just a sample of the entire parikrama that I'll be doing of Krishna. Chandrabhaga is a part of Krishna. The river is in the shape of a crescent at Pandharpur area. So this area is traditionally called as Chandrabhaga. This part of the river, Krishna, is called Chandrabhaga. Every boat goes clockwise along Narad Muni temple. They will never go anti-clockwise and go to Vishnupur by taking a shorter route. That is out of respect for Narad Muni temple. In India, everyone, while praying, the Hindus move clockwise to energize the place and to also energize their own souls. Clockwise momentum energizes the place and sends the energies into the person or into the temple. That's why Hindus always move clockwise, whereas in Hajj the Muslims move anti-clockwise, sending the energies from the holy place worldwide. That's why that is one of the fastest growing religions in the world. So the clockwise and anti-clockwise momentum is very important and has a different spiritual significance. So ancient people knew about all this. This is part of Vastu, and that is how we use it. Hindus go interiorize, and then they try to find the self by drowning the self in the self. Whereas the Muslims, they want to spread their religion and their philosophy worldwide, so they move anti-clockwise. This is how significant a religion is, and shows that Prophet Muhammad also knew about Vastu Shastra. This is very, very important. The river is not deep and it's beautiful. This reminds me of the chapter in Autobiography of a Yogi, where Sri Master Mahasaya, or simply M, the disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, advises Guruji that his Guru is to advise him to sit on the banks of any still water and meditate. So I'm going to sit here now and meditate. Om, Om, Om. I rested for a while under the shade of these trees. As a horticulturist, I know which trees are more carbon efficient and which consume more carbon dioxide and release more oxygen. Some trees release more carbon dioxide and some release less. So based on that, I decide under which tree I have to sleep. That's very important, because if you sleep under a tree which does not give you sufficient oxygen, you end up falling sick. So it's very important to know that. Also, you should know that you should be prepared to have snakes as your companions or as your bed partners. So that's one thing, you have to take it in your stride. Your confidence and your love for snakes should be so much that they should refrain from harming you. So this is another important aspect while sleeping under trees. So just because I do it, it doesn't mean that you should do it. This is not so easy. Since my childhood I've been loving snakes. I've also handled snakes because my brother studied in Kolhapur when he was doing his MSc in botany research. Another friend of his was doing research on snakes. So whenever I got a holiday from my college, agriculture college in Dapoli, I used to go to Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and stay with my brother, and we used to handle the snakes for my friend. And that is how the movement of snake on your body, the beautiful feel of the snake moving over your body, is acquired knowledge. And that, I think, is something which the snake sense in you, that you are a snake lover and that you don't harm snakes. I've had a lot of encounters with snakes, but none have harmed me ever. So I know that they will not harm me because I would not harm them. That is not just a theory, it has to come from the heart, and they sense that and they leave you alone. So you have to be careful where you sleep. You shouldn't panic, you shouldn't try to get to them, or they will get to you. I'm walking on the northern bank of Chandrabhaga, Dera Danda Tau. Now I'll go to the next tree and again sit for meditation. I've been spending the whole day on the banks of Chandrabhaga, one of the most holy rivers of India. River Krishna at Pandharpur is called Chandrabhaga because here it is in the shape of a moon, crescent moon. And if you see, Pandharpur is on the southern bank and the river is on the northern bank. That's why Pandharpur will become a famous pilgrimage center. It already is, but it will continue to be, and it will progress as a pilgrimage center because of the vast benefits which it has. So I'm doing a parikrama of Chandrabhaga. I came from Pandharpur Ghat. I came by boat till Gopalpur, which takes me 1/4 of the river's length. There's a barrage, and that is why the river has more water. So I cross the barrage on foot, and then I'm walking on the northern bank, and then I'll continue to the bridge on the other side beyond ISKCON ashram, and then walk back to Pandharpur. But in between I'll be halting and meditating for considerable periods of time under the shade of trees like acacias and so on. Om, Om, Om. Pandharpur, Panduranga, enjoying the parikrama of Chandrabhaga. A narrow pathway along the banks of Chandrabhaga. ISKCON on the northern bank of Chandrabhaga, just opposite Pandharpur. Panduranga. Almost completing the circuit, the parikrama. Completing the parikrama of Holy Chandrabhaga. I've enjoyed meditating here almost for the whole day. I crossed this bridge and I crossed the bridge on the other side. So completed the circuit. Now I'll again sit for meditation for at least minimum of 1 hour or more on the banks of Chandrabhaga, and then I'll go home, have food, and again meditate for a little while more. ISKCON on the other side of Chandrabhaga. I've completed the parikrama of Chandrabhaga. Now I'll sit and meditate on the ghat for at least an hour and then go back home. As I'm crossing the border, I'm at Siddhapur. This is the border between Maharashtra and Karnataka. So this is day 6 of the trip. I'm at the border now. So I'll be crossing into Karnataka.
नहीं जा रहे हूँ तिरुपति को
बर्तन रे. So there I go. There's a huge Laricidia full of flowers. Almost nearing Bijapur, walking for the 6th day. From today it was from Pandharpur to Bijapur. Continuing on my walk. From there I'll take a bus. It's just 15 kilometers, but I'm too tired. I'll take a bus to Bijapur. I walked all this. The road work is going on. This is my 6th day of the walk. Good morning, India. Sunrise on day 7. I walked from Vijayapura to Muddebal. I am on my day 7 of the walk, enjoying the isolation, the cold, and the walk. That's so amazing. I would love to try something like that. Day 7 of my trip. Bagewadi. I'm at Bashveshwara temple. It's the birthplace of Lord Bashveshwara, one of the famous saints of India. I'm on my way to Tirupati, the 7th day of my prayer walk. Walking through absolutely rural areas. Even the roads are so bad and not well maintained. But this is how it is, and I keep walking. The 7th day of my walk towards Tirupati. I'm in Karnataka right now. Day 7 of the prayer walking trip from Mumbai to Tirupati. I'm reaching Mumbai town. It's getting dark. It's dark, and I'm on the outskirts of the city, of the town. Soon I'll be stopping here for the night and then continuing my trip the next day. Govinda. Day 8 of the trip, prayer walking from Mumbai to Tirupati. Have left Muddebal and then I'm moving towards Lingsur. Early in the morning, I'm out here walking towards Tirupati. Guru is just 44 kilometers away, Narayanpur just 20. Off we go, walking towards Tirupati. Day 8 of the trip. Solo walking, prayer walking. ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Got some kids exercising. Fun times. That's the age when you enjoy exercising. Human monkey. King of the Budakar. Day 8. I'm on my way to Lingsur. Just saw some carpentry work going on, so I thought I'll take a video of that. I'm fond of carpentry, so I just wanted you all to enjoy it too. I'm crossing the canal of River Krishna. I just passed through Narayanpur Dam. I'm walking over the canal and I'm moving towards Linksgur. Beautiful waters of the River Krishna. I remember, this reminds me of my own canal in Andhra, which passes through a village, wider than this and more powerful than this. The Krishna water is always here. That permanent blue waters are very inviting. Feel like swimming here. Of course, it's prohibited, but well, let me enjoy it mentally at least. Nowadays, you rarely see a bullock plow, ox plow, and here's one. This is what you still get in rural India. Most of this area is filled with tractors, but yes, there are some people who still prefer to use their ox, which I think is a very nice way of preserving our bovine animal count, because if you don't use them, if you don't keep them, those species, those varieties will just disappear. We need to preserve them for the future. Day 9 of the trip to Tirupati, prayer walking from Mumbai to Tirupati. We have the Ongol breed of bull walking along with me. A beautiful sight to see. Day 9 of the Yatra. I have reached Muski. Sindanur is another 25 kilometers away. Govinda, Govinda. Having fresh orange juice out here. I'm at Muski, and Sindanur is another 25 kilometers away. Bonfire early in the morning. Day 10 of my walk towards Tirupati from Mumbai, crossing a small village. Day 10 of my walk towards Tirupati. I left Sintanur in the morning and I'm on my way to Adoni via Sriguppa. This is the second time I'm going via Sindanur and Sriguppa, so I'll be crossing the river Tringabhadra and I'll be crossing into Andhra today from Karnataka. I've already crossed Maharashtra and came into Karnataka. Now I'll be crossing Karnataka today and going into Andhra. Early morning, enjoying the walk. Harvesting their jawar crop, the farmers on the field. Day 10 of my prayer walk to Tirupati from Mumbai. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Bajrang Bali. Agriculture Research Station, Dadar Sugur, Raichur district. This is under University of Agriculture Sciences, Raichur, which has branched out from University of Agriculture Sciences, Dharwad, and has been established as a separate university later on. So this is a sister university. My friend Dundi, my own classmate, is the Deputy Director of Horticulture for the entire state of Karnataka. So soon, one day, he'll become the Director of Horticulture. That is how high we can go in the field of agriculture. So he has direct interactions with the CM of the state for all horticulture related activities and programs. Crossing the Tungabhadra today, one of my favorite rivers, most favorite rivers. This river is one of the holy rivers of India, and Hampi, Kishkinda is on the bank. So Ramayana was a part of Tungabhadra. Ena lagita ida Mumbai ಮುಂಬೈಯಿಂದ ತಿರುಪತಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ತಿರುಪತಿಗೆ ಮುಂಬೈಯಿಂದ. ಇದು 5ನೇ ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮದು. ಬಟ್ everyone gets excited when they hear the word Mumbai. Bollywood, Mumbai, the dream of a billion Indians is to be a part of Mumbai, at least to visit Mumbai. That's Tungabhadra for you, in its vastness. The water has receded, so there are no boatmen taking you across in the small tiny boats, which are round bamboo tubs, you can say. Last time, a few years back, when 3 of us crossed Tungabhadra at a different destination, of course, where it was very narrow, we used the boat to cross over a small tiny part of Tirupati, and that was amazing. But now the water is not deep and there are very few takers because we have bridges, so the boatman is not flying across. He needs more people, plus he needs more water essentially to cross over. So this time I'm not able to cross over by boat, so I'm using the bridge. This is day 10 of the prayer walk to Tirupati from Mumbai, and I'm exceedingly enjoying it. You might feel that the vehicles are moving on the wrong side. They are not. I'm walking on the wrong side. That is the safer side. This is one of my favorite rivers. When I was a kid, my father used to take us to Hampi because that was under his jurisdiction. The Archaeological Survey of India has monuments all over the country, and my father junior was posted in Hampi. So for our holidays we used to go to Hampi, and as a kid I used to want to go deeper and deeper into the Tungabhadra, and my father warned me once that there will be crocodiles, so don't go deep. That warning shook me, and ever since I have stayed away from the Tungabhadra as a kid. But now I know that my father meant well, and he wanted to scare the naughtiness out of me, because you can't be too sure when you are in a river, because definitely there are crocodiles all over, and the river itself is too deep to be taken easily, to be taken for granted. You can see the Tungabhadra on both sides. This is one favorite river which I will forever. Yes, I can see one boatman flying his boat out there. These are fisher guys, and they actually fly the boats around and go fishing in the water. I'll zoom in there. This is the boat I wanted to cross in. Less people who want to do that. For the people out here, it's a common thing. It's not a rarity. But for people like me, it's something rare. So I would enjoy a boat ride anytime, any day. Amazing river. Amazing people. This is all Indian. Each river is so sacred. You can feel the sacredness getting onto you. You can see that boat there. It is round bamboo boat moving through the rocks. At some places the water is just knee deep and some places just thigh deep. There hasn't been rains for quite some time, and so the river is not really full. You can see the traffic on the bridge. I move on now to your imagination out here. Small tributary of the Tungabhadra. This again joins the Tungabhadra, very near to the main river. You can see we have only one bridge, the bridge over river Tungabhadra. So this is a part of Tungabhadra actually splitting and then joining Tungabhadra again. Chillam chilli, drying chilies. Chili is one of the main crops in Andhra and Karnataka. We are actually towards the border now of Andhra and Karnataka. I will shortly be crossing the border. But this is how they dry their chilies. The carpet of red chilies. This is one of the main belts of chili. India grows most of the cash crops and food grains also. So this is where the land of spices invites everyone. Chili crop ripe and ready for harvest. Andhra border has crossed over from Karnataka to Andhra. There is a check post, hardly any check post. Those borders are very porous because there is not much of traffic. It's only local traffic mostly. Really, it's just 4 kilometers away. I've done it. The 10th day I've reached. I don't need to count time. Covering almost 70 kilometers. The time is now 5:30. I have to check the look, but that's what I've done. So this is Ajay Rao on behalf of Ujjwal Yoga and Rich Gypsies. I'm walking towards Tirupati. This is day 10 of my day walking trip to Tirupati, right from Mumbai. I just checked. I reached by 4:30, not 5. So faster than what I thought it was. That's a good walking speed by any count. Radhoni, day 10, just 3 kilometers more. Adoni Fort. I first came to Adoni in 1981 on a tractor. Adoni was too tiny then, but I still remember that where I fondly drove with my friend on a tractor. He bought a new tractor from Goa because Goa was a union territory that time and it was cheaper to buy in Goa. So we drove all the way to Guntur. We stayed in Guntur. We went via Adoni and then we went to Ballari. We took that route and we enjoyed that trip. We went to Srisalem and did puja for the vehicle at Srisalem and then continued towards Guntur. So that's why we went via Adoni. And here I am, the second walk via Adoni towards Tirupati. This is India. You can still see modernization going hand in hand with indigenous technology. Oxford. A massive rock, Adoni Fort. Someday I should pick up this fort and enjoy that feel, that trek. There's so many forts in India and this is one of them. I've seen a lot of famous forts in this country, but the more group is always a joy to enter to check out a fort. Stitching bamboo mats, something which you rarely find nowadays. Day 11 of the prayer walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. I'm on my way from Adoni to Ooty. I will reach Ooty probably by 4:35. That's the expected time of arrival when the distance is around 70-75 kilometers. We have a beautiful Vahunya. So I'm on my walk. You can see a lot of bora trees on the way and I enjoy eating these wild berries whenever I'm on a walk. Goats all over the place. Field full of French bean, lovely look. You feel like you are in a field of lavender. తిరుపతి పోతున్నా తిరుపతి నడిచిపోతున్నా బాగుంది చూడటానికి ఎంత వేస్తున్నా Day 11, Adoni to Guti. What a beautiful tower. You rarely see a plough with ox attached to it nowadays. This is one of the traditional methods of ploughing in India. Fortunately, I'm so happy that it is still being practiced by many. Nowadays it's all tractors and machines, and no animals are used, and that's sad because the machines spoil the soil, make it too compact. This is the best way, but unfortunately many are opting for the tractors because they cannot sustain feeding livestock, and the labor is so expensive that they prefer using machines. That is why tractors have become more popular, because they're cheaper. Day 13, I'm on my way to Kondapuram from Gutti. Day 13 of my prayer walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. I'm in Andhra now, enjoying the walk. This last coach is what I admire a lot. Sitting or standing on a goods train, I would enjoy traveling for kilometers, for days together in such a small hut. I would call it my meditation hut. In future I will build something like that in my farm and my property, and then sit and meditate and meditate. Of course, you don't need a place like that to meditate, but then it's something cute, simple, and aesthetically pleasing too. So Tirupati is 40 kilometers away, and I'm on my way. Harvesting cowpea. Looks like there is a new port called Krishnapatnam, but I have not heard of it before. So gradually the government is getting more ports into the country so that travel and movement of goods, logistics improves and becomes cheaper. Kadapa is 145, so tomorrow I am supposed to be at Kadapa, which is easily done. Now when we look at the other side of the same road, we see that Ballari is 96 kilometers and Guntakal is 46. Of course, long back I had walked via that route, via Guntakal and Ballari. Housepet is beyond Ballari, and then you continue to Dharwad and Hubli and Dharwad. But this time I've taken another route, and then I've avoided Ballari and Guntukar. I don't like to do the same route again and again. There should be variation, otherwise it is the same routine of walking without thinking. This route is frequented by a lot of trains, and I'm going parallel to a railway track. So there are forever trains flying to and fro. Every train reminds me of my Guru, Harmam Choganandi. Wherever he has put up ashrams, we have railway stations nearby. And as Lahiri Maharshya says, he is like a train pulling all souls towards God. So whenever I see a train, I remember my Guru, that he is pulling me and my friends, co-devotees, towards God. Om Guru. Tirupati పోతున్నా. Govinda, Govinda. Morning India, Suprabhatam. Day 14 of the prayer walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. Kadapa is another 28 kilometers, and I'll be stopping at Kadapa today and then proceeding further later on. Cloud-colored Christ, come. O my Christ, O my Christ, come. Goats in the cotton field, after the cotton is harvested, eating the cotton leaves, almost blending with the dry cotton plants. Traffic jam by the goats. Day towards Tirupati, Mumbai to Tirupati. Fast. Tirupati is just 165 kilometers away, not much. New bridges being built on both sides of the river, and that's the railway bridge right beyond this bridge. This is the actual road on the river right now, and the future bridges are being built on both sides of the river. This is River Penna, one of the major rivers of Andhra. I finished my energization exercises. These are exercises done morning and evening. by every YSS SRF members worldwide. Then I sat for meditation for some time, and then I am back on track on my way to Tirupati. This is the 14th day of my prayer walking trip to Tirupati. I'm the sands of River Penna. I'm nearing Kadapa. Soon I'll be reaching Kadapa, and then by day after I'll be in Tirupati. Walking on the sands of River Papagni. I just went into half an hour period of Shavasana because I just wanted to lie down on the sands of River Papagni, hoping that some of my papas or sins can be burnt in the fire of Papagni. I meditated here. I finished my energizers and exercises, and now I'm on my way to Kadapa again. Govinda, Govinda. Walking over the river Papagni. Buffaloes on the road, with of course goats enjoying the road. This is rural India, still steep hill tradition. I remember as a kid, we all used to sit on the buffaloes and pretend that we were the Pandavas. Unfortunately, nobody wanted to be part of the Kauravas, and then we used to fight with bow and arrows, shooting at each other, really shooting at each other, and even ending in injuries to each other. But we never thought much about it, and we continued playing for years and years till the buffaloes could no longer carry us, and our parents started shouting at us for still being buffalo kids. That's part of growing up in those days where people really had time to enjoy a buffalo ride. Making cement blocks, compressing them and curing them. We get to learn something from everyone. I would love to do something like this. Of course, I would use more of earth, like we have our institute in Pondicherry, Arvindo Ashram. They use mud as the main ingredient for making bricks. They either make mud walls directly from mud with a little mix of cement, or they make mud bricks with a little use of cement and then use them for construction of houses. We got our ashram in Chennai done in the same way. One expert from Arvindo Ashram came to our ashram and then helped us construct a compound wall covering 15 acres, and we spent just 40% of the money we would have spent traditionally on brick and stone. So technology is improving and becoming more eco-friendly too. We need to go in for natural elements and then save our earth, save our planet, Mother Earth. walking through the Tirumala forest range. This is one of the main forest ranges in Andhra. We have dense but scrub forests. There are different types of forests, and scrub forests are very popular among tigers. They just love scrub forests. It's not that tigers are not found in other forests, it's just that they prefer the scrub vegetation because they get to catch their prey much more easily, and plus they get a massage because the scrub forest is a thorny forest, so the thorns actually caress their body and then give them a beautiful massage. I'm joking, but they prefer scrub forests because the vegetation is short and the prey can be easily identified and visible from a distance. So when you're walking, if you're not accustomed to walking in forests, please do not walk. In fact, if the forest department officials stop you and do not allow you to be in the forest because they know from your body whether you can sustain a walk in the forest or not, so please go by their advice and do not quarrel with them. Just take a bus from the safest town and cross the forest and continue ahead. Now I just crossed the forest officials. Of course they don't say anything to me because they know from the body itself that this person can walk through the forest and go forward even if there's nothing available. Now you have to stop yourselves when you know that you are going to forest, because for miles together, for kilometers together, you will not get food or water. So your capacity to sustain such long durations of walking in a forest is very important. First you should know also know animal behavior. You should know animal instincts. A monkey will behave in a different way than a bear. So all these instincts are essential for you to know. Please do not carry food which attracts monkeys. They can even harm you and rob you of your food. So your body should be able to sustain going through periods of fasting. That is why you should be able to fast when you are walking. All these are very important aspects. People ignore and then they get trapped in the forest because of their lack of knowledge in a forest. And please do not try shortcuts in a forest because they will lead you to some other place and nobody will be able to trace you. So follow the regular path, and remember one thing: in a forest, nobody will give you a lift. Nobody will consider your plight and give you an option of taking a vehicle midway. So if you want to cross a forest, if you are not confident enough, then please do not try till you become a professional long distance walker to walk through a forest. It can be very dangerous, not only to you but to other people, because if you are walking through a forest and there's a elephant trail, sometimes the elephants can go on rampage just seeing a individual walking on the road. That's why in most of the forests, walking on the road is discouraged by the forest officials. I've seen locals walking, the Adivasis walking in the forest right in front of the elephants, and the elephants don't do anything to them. But that doesn't mean elephants will not do anything to you or me. So we should avoid conflict with animals at all costs, because they can go on rampage and destroy other vehicles also which are plying on the road. So please be forest smart when you're in the forest. Walking through the Tirumala forest in Andhra, moving towards Tirupati. 15th day of my prayer walking trip from Mumbai to Tirupati. And this is all forested area today and tomorrow. So I'll be walking through the forest for the entire day. I left Kadapa in the morning, and as soon as Kadapa got over, the forest started. So you have to walk at a pace which you normally do not walk in the forest, so that you cover the forest area on time every time. So you have to plan accordingly. You can't walk at night, you can't walk too early in the morning, because that is when the tigers go for a walk. So unless you want to end up in their belly, you better not walk when they are walking. This is all very important, and persons who are not used to the forest should not attempt such areas if they have no experience of walking in such areas. We are in tiger land, not timber land. So a lot of boards are put up by the government to make people aware that this is tiger territory. So please do not trespass into areas which you are not supposed to go. Stick to the roads, stick to the beaten track, and enjoy the trek, but do not do it at the cost of life. Suprabhatam, the 16th day and the ultimate day of my walk to Tirupati, for my 5th prayer walk from Mumbai to Tirupati. This is the last day, but tonight I will be reaching Tirumala and Tirupati. Govinda, Govinda. A train has stopped in its tracks, maybe waiting for me to cross. It overtook me, and then there's a signal for it to stop. My last day of the prayer walk to Tirupati, my 5th prayer walk. Yes, the guard has given him signal to move ahead, so the train is moving on. Maybe I was supposed to shoot this, the train stopping and standing and going ahead again towards Tirupati. Viranjanaya. Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman. Monkeys on the road. You'll find monkeys all over India. Enjoying life. Reaching Tirupati today, the last day of the 5th prayer walk. I've already walked 4 times. This is my 5th prayer walk to Tirupati. Now I walk through dense forests, thorny scrub, really dense. If it were not for this road, it would be difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. So that's how dense this forest is. Well, it's filled with tigers, bears, and other animals like deer, and so on. Enjoying the walk through the forest. Dense forests of Tirumala, one of the dense forests of India. This is scrub forest, so a lot of thorny plants. So dangerous. Plus this is elephant land and tiger land, a deadly combination. So this is a shortcut from this side to go to Tirupati, Tirumala. Tirumala is just 18 kilometers from here to the forest, but you need to have a crowd of at least 12 people to go through this route. Otherwise the forest department does not allow you to go through this route, and 100 plus people are allowed, but the minimum amount of people needed is 10 to 12, and that too government has to give permission even for that group, but 100 plus are allowed to go through that route. And the vegetation covers up the track, so you need to take a guide, and the guide costs minimum 3,000 rupees, and that too they will allow a guide only if you have a group of 10 plus people. This is my last day of the trek, so I won't be walking through the forest trail, but through the road, which is quite safe relatively. Streams deep inside Tirumala forest. The vegetation is very dense and very thorny. These thorns can just tear your body into pieces. They are so thorny. I know the vegetation. So this is one forest where you would have to think twice before you walk in and walk out. Plus, there are a lot of elephants and a lot of tigers. Andhra is famous for the amount of tigers it has. So this is tiger land and elephant land. It's not a place where you can tamper with. And if the forest officials catch you, and they do catch you, then you see to it that you are punished, because it's an offense to walk into areas which are protected, and this is a protected forest. go through this forest area. Tirupati is just that side, just 18 kilometers away through the forest. But you need to have a group to do that. You're not allowed to do it alone. And right now I am alone. You will find this trip to be very isolated. Very isolated. Hardly anyone walks here except wild people like me and some few people like this Adivasi out here. So very few people walk on this route because of the monkeys. You can really be harassed by the monkeys. So don't try this out. I once come to know if a person is scared of them, and then try to attack them, they gang up on you and see to it that you are finished. So even monkeys can be very dangerous. So this is areas where only people go in vehicles. They don't even stop the vehicles in many places. This is Tirumala forest of Andhra Pradesh. Last day, last show. This ends the trip to Tirupati. Today is the last day of the prayer walk to Tirupati. My 5th prayer walk. So I'm just enjoying the last day and bidding farewell to all of you, my viewers. I've just crossed the forest and then I divert to Tirupati from now onwards. Tirupati airport is 9 kilometers away and Tirumala, Lord Venkateshwara's temple, is 32 kilometers away. So I have to walk another 32 kilometers only. So by today evening I'll be reaching Tirumala on top. Govinda, Govinda. 3 people walking from somewhere to Tirumala. I'm right behind them. Without even shoes. Best devotion for you. Govinda, Govinda. We are at Tirupati. Soon we'll be ascending to Tirumala, which is another 21 kilometers by walk. Last I have reached the Garuda circle. From here I'll be walking up the steps to Tirumala. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Started ascending. I've been doing this since my childhood. Unfortunately now they are not allowing children below 12 years to walk up, which is really unfortunate. That is the age when they learn to walk up. My mistake. The children are allowed below 12 years, but not in the night. At night they are not allowed. Govinda, Govinda. So children below 12 are allowed. They are not allowed at night. That's obvious. Can be dangerous at night because animals do tend to come over. Another 8 kilometers to go from here. You can see Tirupati down there, the light shining in the darkness. Reached Gali Gopuram, where you have the three symbols of Lord Venkateshwara, the Sudarshan Chakra, the Namavali, the Tilak, and the conch shake. This can be actually seen from Tirupati below on a clear night. Due to the presence of wild animals, many tigers, the yatris on Padayatra are allowed to go only in groups with the police in front and behind and in between, with the women in between. So this is how we are made to go at night together as a group. That's how it is. You can see the people around, all of them walking in a group. And again, they will barricade the next group till a group forms, and then again release them in a group so that they reach safely. This is the first time I'm walking so late, so I've never witnessed this before. Though I've always walked before this and wish to allow people through. But now when it's night, I stop here. Everybody climbing up as a group. Wherever there are people, wherever there is food available, there you will get them waiting to plunder, waiting to eat without care. That's a bear for you. So the cops have again stopped everyone, and they'll again get everyone together and then make them walk as a group. All walking in a group to avoid animal confrontation. Just 4 kilometers more, reaching our destination. It was a lovely walk. Like everything else is beautiful. This too has to come to an end. Thank you for watching the Rich Gypsy's Way of Life. And till the next video, Govinda. And now for the most beautiful part of it. Somebody has just lit camphor. You can see them glowing in the dark. This is devotion, bending at each step and lighting up each step towards God and self-realization. Govinda, Govinda.